So tell me a little bit about the fitness mission. Obviously, you got into that around COVID. So yeah, let me know. What's your story?
So, right at 2020, when all the gyms closed, I started just doing Facebook Lives with my family because we were bored and we wanted to spread fitness around. And all of our friends started saying, "Hey, you've got to continue to do this." And I was like, "Absolutely not." And they're like, "No, you should." So I started praying about it, and then I felt very clear direction from the Lord saying, "Hey." You are meant to do this. And not only are you meant to do this, but you are supposed to make it a charity. And I didn't really know what
Wow.
that meant, but I just went out to be faithful and I started sharing them. And I've already said I am not a social media person. I don't know how to get the word out. But like when the Lord calls you to something, I just feel like he's faithful to carry it through. And word just kind of shared just organically from people being like, "Hey, you've got to check out this girl's workouts. They're really fun. She involves her kids." And the next thing you knew, the channel got monetized. And then we were able to partner with an organization called Mana Nutrition, and they provide packets of life saving food materials to children around the world. And so all of the money from our channel and the partnerships that I've made throughout the
Amazing.
years all go to that. And now, just from people exercising, we're donating about $200 a month towards feeding starving kids just from people working out.
Working out, which is good for their health. So
Mhm.
they're getting blessed by doing something good for their body, and then you're blessing others through that movement, which is incredible.
And
Um,
what I like to tell people is that we the YouTube rewards people by how much of a video is watched. So if you come in and you go to do it's a 20-minute workout and you only do 7 minutes of it, that's a ding on YouTube's part. I'm like, you got to finish that 20 minutes to be able
I
to have
love that.
YouTube share it. So every time that they're actually completing workouts, they're helping move the mission forward.
So there's a motivating factor to that where it's like, "Hey, you gotta finish the workout, otherwise we don't have the full funds in order to give back to." That's amazing. Can you share a moment when you realized this wasn't just about fitness anymore? I mean, I know you shared around obviously the world changed in a big, big way in 2020. So what was that? Can you target that specific moment where you were like, how did this idea come about? Because this is so wonderful.
Well, like I said, it really was a Lord driven. I was following during COVID as well. I was following the a devotional with some of my friends, and in the devotion, it was "Draw the Circle" by Mark Batterson, and it was talking about how we're not just supposed to reach out and say, "Lord, bless what I'm doing," but we're supposed to like say, "Hey, what is it that you want me to do?" And when I said all those friends and family were saying you should do this, one of my husband's aunt just mailed us equipment to make videos. She didn't ask me. And so it was sitting there on the table, meant to be returned because I told her I'm not going to do this. But because it was COVID and we weren't going out that much and things, it was just sitting there.
Wow.
And every time that I was doing my prayer study, the box that I was supposed to ship back was just sitting there. And all of a sudden, I just felt like it was, that prompting on your heart that says,
Yes.
"You're not supposed to send it back. You're supposed to do this." And there was a big part of me that didn't want to actually follow through with it. But then the other part, I was literally doing a study saying, listen to that prompting and see where it goes. It doesn't mean you need to have a billion followers and invest tons of money and all this time. Just be faithful and just see what happens. And,
Yeah.
that is something I think everybody, it doesn't have to be about fitness. It doesn't have to be, whatever you feel in your heart that you're saying, you know what? I've been called to go and volunteer to do this, or I've been called to start drinking more water. I've been called to whatever it
Yes.
is. When you feel that prompting in your heart, there's going to be a reward that comes from acting upon it.
Obedience.
And yes,
Obedience to
obedience.
God. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right. That is such a beautiful statement.